welcome back to the Three Stitches podcast. Today is Wednesday, September 19th, and it is the 73rd episode? 72 or 73? Not sure. Hold on. Oh, it's 75. I was completely, utterly off. I think I was thinking back to last week. Oh well. So this is episode 75. Um, let's see. Not much has happened. Should be a longer podcast than last week, hopefully. But uh, a little bit more knitting has happened. Still a lot of schoolwork, but I've made time for knitting because if not, then schoolwork's not gonna get done, and I'm gonna go absolutely buggy. So yeah, I need to get schoolwork done, but I also need to fit knitting time in there. So yeah, making time for that. Hmm. All right, I guess we'll start off with the weekend review. So let's see. Not much happened since I last podcasted. That night went to Ecology, um, and it was required as an RA. So I went to that. It was their normal stuff, presentations. So I've seen it before, but it was informative and it's good and it needs to happen and it needs to be presented. So yeah. What else? Thursday. I don't think I did anything on Thursday. Tutoring on Thursday, Friday. Nope, not much. Saturday I had a game night. And so we played this quite interesting game. It's called Settlers of Catan. And so played with fellow RAs, Ross, Crystal, and Amanda. Crystal had a friend over, so we were over at her apartment, and so Ross likes these very unique board games that are strategy that require strategy and sort of they're not your normal board games. Like I think quite a few episodes ago, probably before the summer, I told you about Killer Bunnies and the Quest for the Magical Carrot. Yeah, that's one of his favorites. So this week we played Settlers of Catan, and it's quite a unique game. It's um, like a board, and it's just made out of these hexagonal pieces, and you put them together, and so each hexagonal, whatever. Each shape has like a resource on it, um, in the form of a picture. So you've got like a pasture, so the resource would be sheep. Um, you've got rock, so the resource would be ore. You've got one of the resources was brick, and one of the resources was a wheat field, so the other resource was wheat. And so you start off the game by getting these little like mini wood houses. They kind of look like the houses from Monopoly. And it's kind of sort of based on the same principle. You've got the houses and then you've got the hotels, but the hotels are actually in this game, they're called cities. And then you've got wood blocks and those are roads. And so you start off and the highest roller starts off and places one house where they think um, oh well, on the hexagonal, I can't say that word. There are these little round pieces and they have numbers and dots underneath. And so the dots underneath indicate the probability that number is rolled. So you want to put your house on um, either a resource that you think is going to be that is quite valuable and is going to be needed a lot during the game, and on a high probability on an intersection where the three of them are high probability rollers, I guess you would call them. And so you place your house and you place two roads, and then so then it goes down the line and then it goes back the other way and you place a second house. And then each person rolls and say it's my turn and I roll a six. So everyone who has a house um on a corner that's in it that is touching a hexagon that has the number six gets that resource. So, and then you can build roads, you can build cities, you can build what else can you build? I don't remember. You can build one more thing, but and then you have a little cheat card, and so it's like if you want to build a road, you need one brick card and you need one wood card. So one of the other resources was forest. That was the other resource. So you needed a brick and a wood. So during your turn, you'd be like, all right, I want to build a road. So you'd hand in a brick and a wood card, um, and you'd build a road. And your ultimate goal was to build enough houses so that you have all the resources. You can build towards like docks so that when you trade in resources, um, instead of trading in 4 cards of one resource for another resource, you can trade in 2 cards for one resource, 3 cards for one resource. Um, and so like each city was worth 2 victory points, and each house or each settlement, that's what they were settlements, was worth 1 victory point. And so the goal of the game was to get 10 victory points. So whoever got 10 victory points first won. So it's kind of an interesting game. I enjoyed it a lot, but it's not a game that you would buy just out of the blue because it's quite an expensive game from what I've heard. And so it's not a game that you just buy out of the blues just to have like in your cupboard for game nights because it's sort of an acquired taste for board games. But it's a lot of fun. And there's no like it's all like based on trading and such. So it's a good game. I would say it's a good game for little kids. Because it is a strategy game, but it's more of a critical thinking game. So good um learning game. So yeah, we played that on Saturday. But then, we had this really cool event today. It just happened. Well, it's still going on. It's ice cream down in Alt Building down in by the Spot Cafe. But what they're doing is they're making it right in front of you, and and they use to freeze the ice cream. They use uh, liquid nitrogen. It's so cool. They have these huge canisters filled with liquid nitrogen, and they make the ice cream in these bowls, and they fill the bowls with liquid nitrogen. And as the liquid's becoming a gas, it freezes the ice cream right in front of you. It's so cool. It's awesome. But so yeah, that's going on right now. So I went there. It started at 11:30, so I went at 11:30. Well, I think I went at 20 or 10 to because my tutoring was from 11 to 11:45. Um, that the line was out the door. It was great. So, well, great for the event, not great for waiting in line. That's why we have knitting, right? Um, but so a lot of people came. It was a good, and to get our ice cream, you had to fill out surveys for the issues committee. So they should have a lot of surveys to go on to just asking questions or like what how long do you think the computer lab at the academic center should be open? Um, what things can be improved around campus? So they should have a lot to go on. Hopefully, we'll see some good changes coming about because of that. Um, what else has been going on? Coming up, we have our first staff bonding activity. So we're not quite sure what we're going to be doing. Um, so no, I'm sorry, it's our first staff outing. We're using it as a staff bonding activity because one of the issues that came up, I'm on SA train or not SA but RA training committee, and so we gave out surveys and what they thought could be improved, what they liked about training, and one of the big things that came up was that staff bonding was kind of lacking. So we're going, and that was because of a couple things because we had um I think we ended up doing plan like C for staff bonding. We originally wanted to go to um like a ropes course, but they never got back to us. Like we wanted to do a ropes course like we did last year. And then we wanted to go to Chestnut Ridge, which we did the year before, and do like training activities out on a hike, which is a lot of fun. But Kim Zill, who would do it. She's from the counseling center who would sort of lead the activities. Couldn't make it that week, so we ended up doing like sort of toned down team building activities over in the Blue Lounge. So, because because it was the weather was supposed to be bad that day, so we didn't want to go outside. But we're told on Sunday we're going to do this rain or shine, and it's supposed to be 55 degrees and raining. Woo! Yay! We don't know exactly what we're doing. We know we're gonna be outside, and we know we're going to be doing some sort of team building activities, and we're leaving at 1 on Sunday. But other than that, we don't know what we're doing. So should be interesting. Should be an adventure. Also coming up this weekend, we have the After Hours party, which the RAs put on. So it's sort of the second and final big event that we have, other than breakfast at midnight, that the whole Residence Life staff puts on, um, for both the residents in Marguerite and the apartments. And so what happens is the College Center over across the parking lot closes at 9:50 on weekends, p.m. 9:50 p.m. And so our after hours party goes from 10 p.m. till 1 a.m. So we're gonna have games such as like pool volleyball, badminton in the gym, dodgeball in the gym, soda pong. We're going to have bingo. Bingo's really popular here. So we're gonna have bingo games. We're gonna have a Connect going, an Xbox Connect going in the Blue Lounge on a big screen for people to play. We're gonna have board games, food, and of course prizes. So I'm on Games and Prizes Committee, so we were in charge of coming up with all the games, coming up with all the prizes. So I think we're going shopping for prizes tonight and tomorrow night. I can't make it for either, unfortunately, because no, they're going this afternoon. I think they're shopping right now. And I have class at 2:30, so we didn't know what time they would be back. And rather than take that chance of missing class, I'm skipping it. Because yeah, class is important. And I'm on duty tomorrow night, so I can't go. Yeah. So I forgot what I was gonna say, but I'll just wrap up about the after hours party. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. A lot of people always show up, and great prizes. I think we're gonna have like a Brita pitcher. Brita pitchers go very well. Swiffers go very well because the dorm room. I mean they're kind of sort of expensive, and they're nice to have in the dorm room. Um, we'll have like posters and all sorts of fun prizes. I think they're just gonna like wander around the mall and be like, oh, that'd be a good prize. We'll buy that. So yeah, it's a good event. I think that's everything. Sort of it's gonna happen in the next week or so. Mm, yep. All right. So on to knitting. Ooh, I got a little thing caught in my yarn here. Oh, there we go. I've been on the thread a lot and looking at all the really, really beautiful pretty blankets. So thank you so much, everyone, for doing those. I feel underachieving. I've only made one, and people are like, "I'm going to start my fourth blanket," and it's like, yeah. But I think I haven't worked on one yet since last week, so I'm going to start one soon, probably Friday, because I'm on duty tonight, and I'm going to do my pie shawl while I'm on duty, and then start pre blanket on Friday. I think I'm going to pull my crochet hook out again because the crocheted ones look very lovely, and I am looking forward to making one of those. Oh, and in reference to Mom's podcast, the yarn that she's using for her shawl is called Fiesta, and it's shadow lace from Knit Picks. Yes, and I made a crochet cardigan out of it, crocheted lace cardigan out of it, and it's quite lovely. I enjoy it very much. It was fun to make. It was fun crochet up. I was gonna say knit up, but it was crocheted. So it was a fun crochet up. That's even a proper term. Um, and and the color is really nice. It's really vibrant. So it's a nice little spruce up piece for a wardrobe. Um, yeah, okay. So knitting. I'm pulling a Lindsay. This is the semi-precious cardigan, and yeah, the yarn is everywhere right now because I had a little bit of a knot, so I untangled it, and then since it's a center pull ball, I didn't wind it up. So yeah, it's a little bit tangled right now, and I'm in the middle of a row. So yeah, do my best to show it. But I've got a couple rows done on it, not much. I'm hoping to get more work done on it this week. So because the rows are getting longer. Now they're not that long as you can see, but they're getting longer. Every row they're getting longer. All right. So this is a semi-precious shawl. So yeah, you can see the lace forming that quite nicely. I'm enjoying this a lot. Now that I'm on Chartsy, the rows are sort of a little bit more conducive to figuring out what the pattern is. So the rows are going faster, and even though they're getting longer, it's still working out quite nicely. And the lace is very pretty, I think. Very, very pretty. It's a different lace. I haven't seen this lace before. It's like diamonds within diamonds. So I'm enjoying that very much. Um, we'll do a trade-off. Mom will be able to tell you what yarn I'm using. So I remember the yarn that she's using, and since this came from her stash, or stash, not staff, stash, she'll remember hopefully what yarn this is. Um, I believe I'm doing it on size 4s. I don't remember. But it's a semi-precious shawl. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so look it up. It's a fun knit up, and it's gorgeous so far. So yes. And I've been working on my pie shawl, even though it doesn't really look like there's been progress made on it. I've got quite a few rows done on it. I am now on row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just about to finish row 9 of 96. I'm about a tenth of the way there on the final section. Woohoo! So yeah, doesn't look like I've made much progress, but I have. So yeah, I'm a tenth of the way there on the final section, and then the edging. Woo! Yeah, it's chugging away. I can usually get about 3 or 4 rows done a night on this, if I'm while I'm watching TV. So, but that's going to change because this will be swapped with doing the semi-precious shawl again and the baby blanket again. But I think I'm going to put those off until I can work on this during duty time on Thursday while I'm sitting down in the staff office. Because we're now sitting in the staff office. Our brand new staff office has been set up, and so we have a chair for the window. That our brand new window that we're gonna be sitting in now, so we're not sitting in the lobby anymore. All set up. Construction's almost done. I think when I walked in, I could smell the varnish. So I think they're finishing things up. I think that the carpet still has to be replaced. So and the walls have to be painted in the old staff office, which is soon to become our little counseling center suite. Yeah. So hopefully that will be done soon, so we're not woken up at 7:30 every morning by construction. Yeah, fun, 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 fun. It was supposed to be done before we all moved in, and it's almost the end of September. But that's construction for you. That yeah, it's never done when it's supposed to be. Never ever done when it's supposed to be. Um, so yeah, but at least our staff office is done, and that sort of that side sort of where residence life is going to be is done. So Ed's moving into his office. The bathroom that was there has been converted into sort of like a work study office, and so that's now where the packages are going to be and such. So we're not sharing that space for our staff office anymore, which is nice because it tended to get a little cramped, and having the work studies in there with sensitive information, so and also the duty keys was sort of so now that we have it's now there's the work study office there, and there's the residence life office. So, and now the computer lab's over there, so it's nice. So our part, our part is officially done. I can't talk today, and I don't know, why. Eh, maybe it's the lack of sleep I've been getting. I'm still sleep deprived, but such is college life. The only time I'm probably not gonna be I'm not gonna be sleep deprived is over breaks. So look forward to that. The next time I probably won't be sleep deprived is when you see me over Christmas break. So long way to go. Oh boy. Yeah. Because I added up all the observation hours that I have to do for all my classes this semester. I have to put in 40 observation hours. Woo! It's gonna be fun. Yeah, that's gonna be great. But it gets me in a classroom, and there's a school right down the street, so I can just walk down there. It's not like I have to get up super early and drive to a school, because I don't have a car on campus, so that would be impossible. But it's like a 5 minute walk. It's literally right down the street. It's called the D'Youville Porter uh, campus, School 3. So, um, I think that's it for knitting wise. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. So for the past couple weeks, I haven't been working on it, but I mentioned that Amanda and I are working on a sweater together, and so sort of at a standstill right now because we're waiting for Amanda's needles to get here. But we're gonna have to go out and buy them and I was all ready to bash Lion Brand, be like, don't buy from them, don't buy from their online product, because terrible online customer service, but now I can't because they more than made up for it. Um, I called them last week. When was it? Like Thursday or Friday, I think, and was like, "Hey, place an order on the first, and it's sort of almost approaching like the 15th, which is halfway through the month, and there's no order status on my order when I look at it. What's going on with that?" And she was like, "Oh, yeah, we've been sort of back ordered for a little bit. We've been behind on our orders, so they should be shipping out tonight." And then we hang up. I'm going. You've been backed up on orders for 2 weeks. You're a national company. Let's get on top of this stuff, please. Um, so I was ready to be like, yeah, no, don't if you can avoid it, because the shipping's more than the needles themselves, and uh they don't know how to keep track of their orders and get them out on time. So yeah, I was all ready to bash them, but about a couple hours later, I get a call. They're like, and the lady's like, yeah, we spoke on the phone earlier, and I checked on your order, and I had ordered a size 7 29 inch and a size 5 29 inch. The 7 was for Amanda, and the 5s were for the pre blanket because I didn't have a size in between double points and the 29-inch circular, so it was sort of it was sort of difficult to bridge the gap in between them. And so I ordered a size 5 16-inch circulars. And she's like, "Yep, the size 7s are on back order, and they won't be coming in until probably the beginning of October. And we like to keep all the orders together, so we'll ship the size 5s out with that as well. And we're really sorry that that it's taking this long." And so I was like, "No, that's okay. Just can you cancel the order because I was doing it more for convenience um than needing the needles because it was easier to order them and have them delivered rather than go out to Hobby Lobby or Joann Fabrics and waste the gas and just to buy needles." No. So it was more for convenience. She's like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we're sorry that you're canceling order, but we understand." I'm like, and I hang up. I'm like, "Dang it! Why did they be so nice?" It's like they could have just left me hanging until the beginning of October. They didn't have to call me back, so I was nice. So yeah, Lion Brand's still on order from list. Yay! So no Lion Brand bashing today. Um, but my Nip Mix catalog came yesterday, so we were meeting for games and prizes for after hours party tomorrow or yesterday, and I was looking through that, and so got strange looks from my fellow RAs going, "Oh, I like that yarn. Oh, I like that. That color is new." And they're just like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Yarn, yarn, yay, yarn." They're like, "Okay, someone's lost it," which isn't far from the truth, but that's beside the point. So yeah, Lion Brand's still on the order from list just because they made a phone call when they didn't have to. See, customer service goes a long way. With that, I think I will say goodbye. I am KJO36 on Plurk, TARDIS Traveler 42 on Ravelry. So friend me on Plurk, send me messages on Plurk, friend me on Ravelry. Friend me on Ravelry, send me messages on Ravelry. Join our group on Ravelry, the Three Stitches podcast group. And post on the thread, make a preview blanket, post on the thread if you have questions about the preview blankets. So you can make them out of flannel now, crochet around flannel now. That's nice. It makes for very pretty blankets. I think that's it. Comment on the blog. I just ate lunch, so I'm doing a Lindsay and instead of after dinner, now after lunch. Um, yeah, comment on the blog. Give us a star rating on iTunes. Comment on iTunes. Let us know if what you like, what you didn't like. I think that's everything. All right, Lindsay will see you on Friday. Mom will see you on Monday, and then I'll be back again on Wednesday. Bye!